This is me killing time until people log on to watch our cool video. Is anybody out there? I can see the live. All right, whatever. Hey, Jason.
Hey, Eric.
What's up, dude? This is Jason. I'm Eric. Mavidia Technology Group. But today I'm in character, right? So I'm wearing...
every day. You're a character.
I am a character, but today I'm in character, right? I'm wearing a MaxSlider Brothers Customs t-shirt, and I'm playing the role of business owner of MaxSlider Brothers Customs, and I've got some questions for Jason.
Okay.
Jason's the SEO guru around these parts from Mavidia. He helps craft the plan for search engine success for our small business clients with their website, how to use search engines to grow traffic to their website and hopefully business to their small business, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I see something talked about a lot, and I notice it on my website, and it's search engine friendly URLs, right? And for one thing, I want to know what's a URL, right?
Okay.
Start there.
So that's your web page address. So a URL is your domain name, for example. So it could be website.com. That's a URL.
Okay.
Your other pages might be website.com / your services or products or etc.
Okay, so MaxSlider, we've got MaxSliderBros.com / inventory / like 1974 Ford Bronco. Mm-hmm. Right? Is that what you're talking? So
that's a URL.
That's a URL. Okay. So when you say URL string, I would assume you're talking about that full string of information, whether it's numbers or letters or whatever.
Yep.
Okay. So sometimes I see a URL string that's just filled with a bunch of numbers. Mm-hmm. Why?
Well, it's also a URL, but it's not SEO friendly. Now, SEO, if you haven't seen our other videos, is search engine optimization. So that means that particular URL is not really friendly in the eyes of the search engines, aka Google, and the users. If it comes up in a search result, if you've got numbers and characters, etc., it's not going to look as good as MaxSliderBros.com / inventory / 1974 Ford Bronco for sale.
Okay, so I think what you're saying is if it's just filled with a bunch of numbers and letters that don't mean anything, Google is not recognizing that page is about something specific, right? It's just a generic, non-definitive string of information.
Well, yes and no. So they obviously crawl the rest of the page, and hopefully you've got content on those pages for the Google bot to help to try and identify what that page is about. But your URL is a very important factor in that crawling process, and a big ranking factor. So if you want to increase your rank for whatever that particular page is about, you need to have those URLs friendly.
Okay. All right. So great point. So I'm using WordPress, right? Because Mavidia Technology Group set me up with this really sweet website, and we use WordPress as the engine. And so when I'm adding emails, I'm getting phone calls because I forgot to put the Do Not Disturb tag on. So if you're seeing this, please don't call me. I'm shooting a video. All right. But I'm in WordPress. I got this fancy dancy website, and I'm adding a page. And at the top, it has this area where I can add the URL string. Mm-hmm. Okay. What should be my strategy for what I put in there? Because I can control what I name that page or that string.
Right.
Okay.
So the cool thing about WordPress is out of the box, it's got the ability to have search engine friendly URLs. Now when you first build it, that may not be activated, but it's a simple activation. And then every time you create a new post or a new page on your site, by default, it will take the name of the page and apply it to that URL. Okay. So if you have a page about blue widgets for sale, it's going to make a page website.com / blue-widgets - for -sale instead of website.com / page 1 2 3 4 $! Whatever. Okay. Some sites do create out of the box. So if by default you name a page what your goal is for that page and to try to get it ranked for, then what you name that page might be fine. But if you are targeting a specific page to get ranked for a particular phrase, it's always best to name that page or go in and edit that URL in WordPress back end for your target keyword phrase.
Okay, so I'm making a page, or I've made a page, and I want search engines to recognize it. I want that to appear high when a person's searching for a 1974 Ford Bronco, right? So I think what I'm hearing is I might in that URL string, that field, I might plug in 1974 Ford, like 1974 dash Ford dash Bronco.
So WordPress actually does that on its own.
So it helps me with that.
It will help you through that process.
Okay, got it.
Really, really easy. But yeah, if you want to be, found for 1974 Ford Broncos for sale, well, one of the first things you should do is make sure that that is in your URL. And obviously on that page, you're going to have pictures of your Bronco. You're going to talk about the 1974 Ford Bronco, etc. But it's just one of the many, many ranking factors, but it's a very important one.
I know that there's thousands of them, and our goal as we stand up here and talk a bunch and try to help you guys perform better on the search engines and ultimately generate more traffic to your website, which we hope turns into actual dollars and cents and new customers and clients for your business. But as we're thinking about that, there's a lot of different factors that influence search engine ranking. URL strings are one of them. And it's one of the kind of the cornerstones that you need to have in place, right? And so let's leave our users today, or our viewers today, with a tip. And I'm going to suggest that that maybe you should do a little audit of your own website. Bring up your website and surf each page, and look to see if each URL string at the top of the browser, does that have a bunch of gobbledygook and a bunch of random characters? Or does it have real words that relate to not just the page itself, but also the search engine rankings you hope to achieve on the major search engines? Right? So if they're misaligned, if they don't appear at all, that's bad. If it's just a bunch of gobbledygook. If the URL string has information that doesn't relate to that page or relate to where you want to appear or get found on the search engines, that's bad as well. Right? So ultimately, it's about alignment, and it starts with factors like that URL string. So go do a quick audit of your website. It's something you could run in 3 or 4 minutes. Just surf it real quick and see if those things line up. If they don't, right, what are you going to do?
Well, if they don't, you need to go to, if you've got a person who built your website or a developer, go to them and ask about how those changes can be implemented. And the thing you need to ask them is say, hey, how do I make my website URLs SEO friendly? They should know what you're talking about. If they don't, well, you should probably question if they're a good developer or a person for you.
And can I stop you right there?
Sure.
Because I think this is really important. Jason's being politically correct here, but I'm gonna call it like I see it and suggest that I've seen a lot of web developers that have no idea what they're doing when it comes to search engine rankings.
And let me pause you right there. Everybody is a specialist in what they do, generally.
Certain area, right?
And you could be a really great website designer, but not know all of these search engine optimization things. And I'm definitely not a website designer, but it works great when you've got web designers and internet marketing people in the same area that can complement each other, which is exactly what we do.
Yeah.
And a lot of these things get built into the website from day one. But anyway, go to this person and ask for SEO-friendly URLs and see what it would take to get that.
But start with asking them if they know what an SEO-friendly URL even is, because if they don't, they're probably not going to be able to advise you on what you should and shouldn't do, and that might be an indication that you need to look for other help. Case in point, I want to come back to that real quick because everyone has a specialty. I got a graphic design degree, but I didn't get a search engine optimization degree, right? And so I might be a good designer, but might not be a great SEO person. You've got to have both on your team. You've got to have those resources. So go back to your web designer, ask them some questions, try to get this in line, because if it's not, you are missing some of the opportunity that the search engines provide to you. So with that said, it's all about search engine friendly URLs. You can have them. Just follow some of Jason's tips. Jason, I'm Eric, Movidia Technology Group. We'd love to help you if you need assistance in this area. Talk to you very soon.
If you have any comments or questions, list them below. I'll answer them.
List them below while I do the tiny Jason head trick. Look at this. Doesn't it work? Look at that. Take a look there. Okay, all right. Goodbye.